Hello, ladies. Good to see you in your inbox again for week 3. Jen and myself are really excited. We know the weeks are counting down really quick, so we're going to chat with you all on the Wow Women webinar in November, which we're really excited for. But with what we're going to dive into there, as we've said in the last couple of weeks, there's a step before all of it. And it's about us as women recharging, but more importantly, knowing how to recharge ourselves. So we don't fall into the Band-Aid effects, the quick fix solutions, the self-care marketing machine, all of that stuff. We are so passionate about giving women the tools and the principles so that we can go and do it ourselves. Because whether it is your business that you want to accelerate, whether it is relationships that you want to expand, whether it is your leadership, or your role as a parent or a friend or a partner or whatever it is, we are just never fully our best selves unless we are internally first. And as we've said in our last videos, we know the fastest way to do that is to change what we're fueling our bodies with, and some simple habits and simple principles that the everyday person like me and Jen and you, we can all implement. Because if you're sitting there watching this right now and you just get really honest with yourself and you're like, yeah, kind of sluggish, or I'm kind of like sitting in my chair and I'm not that comfortable right now, and I'm keep having to move around because that extra red wine layer is like so uncomfortable, or maybe it's 2 o'clock right now that you're watching this and you're hitting that wall. That used to be me. 2 o'clock, I'd charge for 3 hours and I'd be done. And if that is you, you're just not operating at the level that we know we can. And so often it's because we actually haven't experienced it yet. We forget how good we're meant to feel because all of that other stuff becomes normal, and we don't believe that should be or has to be normal for women. So we are diving into the 5 principles. We've done week 1 and 2 principles, which the first one, if you remember, was protein pacing. So we hope you're going really well with incorporating that. The second one was all about adaptogens. And then week 3, we're going to dive into principle number 3, which is all about fasting. So Jen, I'm going to hand it over to you to let the ladies in on exactly what it is and why we need it.
Thank you, Nick. So yeah, let's get feeling better, our best versions. And this principle really is key. So why do we need to fast? What is it? What are the basics we really need to know about it? So one of the reasons that we need to fast is environmental toxins. So I don't know if you know or not, but the average female, we put 400 chemicals a day on our body. Sounds crazy, right? Between the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, a little bit of makeup, hair, shampoo, perfume, whatever else goes on, 400 chemicals a day. And, I used to be one of those people that said, liver, kidneys, we can filter, we can do our own, cleaning of our systems. That's why we got those organs, right? Skin, even our skin's a great filter. But the truth of the matter is our environment and all the stuff that we use, we're in a more chemical world than we were 50 years ago. So 50 years ago, yeah, maybe we could cope with the load, but now that we can't. And all of these extra toxins do affect our health. So the way we might know if we have a little bit of a toxic load that our body is unable to deal with or not dealing with in full are symptoms like a bit of brain fog, a little bit of constipation, some skin breakouts, even our skin looking more sallow, not having that beautiful glow, just having low energy levels, feeling like that, that low level hangover feeling, a little bit of body odor, maybe some aches or pain, some sore joints, that kind of inflamed, puffy look or feeling, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep, or carrying some extra weight, especially around the tummy area. And sometimes we can't even see that, what we call that extra visceral fat, because it's packed in around our vital organs and actually playing a protective role. Anyhow, we don't have an hour to talk about all that stuff, so we're going to do the fast version here. So why fast? So you can go and Google intermittent fasting, fasting benefits. There's so much research out there, especially in the last 10 years. It's really become a more and more well-researched topic. Eastern civilizations have been fasting forever. Western civilizations have taken a little bit longer to catch on and really start to incorporate as common practice. Now, there are many different ways that we can fast, and it's really important that we find the best way for us. So sometimes it's not having breakfast and starting to eat, like creating the eating window smaller. Sometimes it's fasting for a full day and a full night, or 2 full days and 2 full nights. Some people even fast for longer. And some people have different amounts of, some people fast with nothing but water, or you can fast with, some people do juice fasts. Some people do, there's all different versions. With our program, we like to use a fast which uses adaptogens to support our nutrition and to help our body deal with the stress of fasting, because fasting can be, it will help our body to detox, and in the release of some of those toxins, it can be a little bit stressful on our body, especially when we're new to it and just starting to learn. So that is principle 3. And next week we're going to go and do your research and start to learn about how you might want to start to play with that, or by all means reach out to Nick or I, and we can hook you up and tell you what we found works best if you like to shortcut the process. Otherwise, we will see you next week, and we're going to talk about principles 4 and 5.
Awesome. See you, ladies.